What's up, man? This message is for Sean Murray, man. I'm gonna sit down here into the living room with me, man. I just want to talk to you, kind of like a person, like one-on-one, as an old school fan that's been around almost since the beginning. I didn't pre-buy the game or anything like that, but Sean, I've been playing your game on a pretty decent PC on the Xbox downstairs. I mod the game. We tear it apart. We go into the files. I've been there with the Blender building and Charlie Banks and everything since the very beginning of that stages of it. And I've got a very good, in-depth understanding of your game from multiple points of views: console, weak PCs, good PCs, modding, tearing it up and going crazy with it, man. So I think I'm a pretty good fan of yours, man. And I do want to say thank you, Sean. Thank you very much for everything that you did and you've done, but I just don't know what kind of happened in the beginning and now and everything. It's just confusing. I would like to know where you're at, Sean. I guess is my key point of everything here. What happened? Where's the transparency of some of the fans that have been there since the very beginning? And this is kind of how I see it, Sean. In the very beginning, let's use a football analogy, man. You got the ball and you started running, and the team was great, man. And you were like, hey, first of all, I mean, this game is crazy, man, what you've done. You got a Ferrari engine, and you had to put a bus chassis on it to get it to run. And that's amazing that you decided that you were going to try to please everybody at once. It's a big thing to take on as a small company. I myself probably would have went PC only, but you went that route. Okay, so that means you had to dumb the game back quite a bit. I know what you did to the game, man. You dumbed it back. You had to put a govern on there so it would work on these minimum specs. That I want to say there, I'm just going to stop on that for a second, Sean, and say I think you pretty much lied to people. The GTX 480. That's all I'm going to say, Sean. You know it. I know it. You know it. GTX 480, your minimum specs, probably needs to be updated. So that's kind of a fundamental lie right there. We got you up. You dropped the ball. You fumbled. Your original fans blocked everybody. We defended you. People think you're Jesus, man. Let's use a Jesus analogy here. You know the footsteps thing? Go back and look up footsteps for Jesus. It's when they're Jesus in this poem. It's about two people walk in and they see the two footsteps, and then one time the guy looks back and he only sees one, and he's like, that's when I carried you. Well, we carried you, Sean. In this case, I feel like we're Jesus. And we saved you, and we carried you through, and we got you back up, and we saved your face, and you kind of got restored. I don't know what happened there. I don't know if you went bankrupt and another company came in and you sold out. I'm not quite sure. I'm looking at your website right now. I don't get on Twitter or anything else. I think you should probably stay there. We're gonna get in that in a minute, but you got the ball. You got up. We got you free. You seen the two sets of footsteps. We got you going again. You saved your name. And I feel like you took off towards the other goal. You got up and ran the fucking wrong direction, Sean. You ran in like a sold out direction too. It was really weird. And I know what you could put in the game back then. I know the game. We modded the game. I've been right there since it being in space, whales, all kinds of shit. The game could mod really good back then, and you know it. You could have given them... again, look me in the eye, Sean. You know it. You could have given it to them then. You had this dangle carrot thing in your head the whole time, right after that point. And that's kind of garbage. That's what we got for carrying you. We got your dangled carrots for all the new suckers that you were bringing in by using all okay, Sean. That strong silent type that you used, this strong silence. It worked for you. You redeemed yourself. That was cool. But you should have stopped that. As soon as you gained your face back and your reputation, you should have started speaking up like a man. Tweeting googly eyes. Tweeting worms. Twitch drop garbage. I mean, it's cool. But, Twitch drop, tweeting. What are you, President Trump? I mean, any president of any company or world should use their own platform to get their own messages across. People are going to come there and see it. I don't tweet. It's a Taliban shit. Sean, You have your own platform. You have a website. I'm on it right now. It's vague as fuck, and it's got some miswording. And I would probably come in here if I was sitting on your board meeting. I'd say you need to, first of all, you need to start with your minimum specs requirements. Change that. That's a fundamental fuck up. And then I'd come in here, and you got some pretty misleading words about like multiple planet settlements and shit. That's kind of garbage, Sean. And let's speak about settlements. Your last update should have been called settlements, because I feel like that's what we've done. A day late and $1 short, man. All how many parts did you throw at us? It was insignificant. And I know that we can throw parts in. Winder, TP, and all of us, we've been throwing in those parts for years now. So I know what you could have given us a long time ago. And I get it, milking it out, whatever. I got you. You could have done it differently. DLC could have been a big thing. I mean, custom ships. I mean, it's all here. I mean, why can't you branch this off and maybe sell DLC on Steam and maybe PS4 versions or something like that? I don't know if that's possible. I'm sure you can do it on Steam. That's easy. Or something, man. I don't know. Let everybody get left behind. You try to please too many people with a game that was probably had a specific niche in a high-end gaming hardware environment. You spread it way too thin, almost to a transparent level. Your last updates with the visual enhancements, that was kind of garbage. That's just smokes and mirror tricks. Look me in the eye, not your other fans, because I know that's smoke and mirror tricks. I've seen what you've done in the files. I've seen what you've done with the textures. Point of view textures? Come on, Sean. Get out of here, man. Visual enhancements, your wording and your vagueness and your tweeting googly eyes, and I know the purpose of that is so you can have your little minions, the Twitch drop people, procedural travelers, the Bobs and the captains and the other peoples that are out there that are your little minions to do your dirty advertising. That's some razorback pig slime business tactics, Sean, and you do it on purpose because you see those numbers. And then you tweet on how you have mostly positive reviews on Steam. Sean, that's like saying I wiped my butt after I just pooped. Because mostly positive reviews on Steam is a PC ground. And I think most people probably have a decent PC if they're going to have it and play it. I'm sure your mostly positive reviews are coming from those GTX 480s and your minimum specs requirement. You'd probably have all positive reviews if you didn't lie about your minimum spec requirements. I feel sorry for those people. Chime in right now underneath so Sean Murray can see any GTX 480 players out there. Be honest, this is your time to shine in. We're talking to Sean Murray right now. Look me in the eye, Sean. Go get a GTX 480 in your office right now, which I hope has dirty glass, so your visual enhancements in your office, and play your own game on a GTX 480 and look me in the eye and tell me that's a good experience. And with that, Sean, I'm going to leave you with that, man. I've lost a lot of respect for you over the years, man, and I just wanted to make a video as a heart-held fan to you. I'd like to see you redeem yourself, man. I still carry you, man. I still back you up. Now, I'm friends with people I don't like. I'm friends with people I've lost respect for because I know people can change. You did it before. Be a man.